according to schedule, we have to discuss the multivariate binary logistic regression analysis and calculation of adjusted odds ratio. So yesterday we discussed how to calculate the odds ratio. First method, that is the actually gold standard method to test the variable in univariate analysis. That option was I had shown you through analyze, regression and binary logistic option. So today I will discuss also one another option by which we can test the significance level in univariate analysis. So I think I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, see, this is our data. This is our data. Yesterday, same data I had used. See here, this is our data, and yesterday I discussed the option to test the variable in univariate analysis. So that option was that I had discussed yesterday. That was can we get here by this menu and regression binary logistics. So this was the yesterday we discussed these variables. Okay, so here one variable again, just I am going to recap for one variable. So like is gender, when we are putting the gender variable, then go in categorical. See, it is a put in the right side because it is a categorical, and in case quantitative, that will have to keep in the left side. Continue in the option, click on 95% confidence interval, and don't click on this save option, because if we will click here, then one another column in our data will be added. Like here, suppose I am doing a problem, mistake, means this is the not useful for our purpose, because it is this option usually used for modeling in the statistical modeling. So here, if there is no need to click on the probability, but if I am doing mistake, then what will happen, I will show you also. So here, and option 95% confidence interval, and then okay. So see here, this is the p value, this is the odds ratio for the male as compared to female. This is the lower limit, this is the upper limit of the this odds ratio. So see, this is the here we are using only one variable as an independent variable. So this variable is now it is called univariate analysis, because here we are using only one variable in one time, one independent variable in one time. So dependent variable is always one, but independent variable, if independent is only one, that is the univariate, more than one, that is the multivariate analysis. So here male have 3.33 times chances to having heart disease as compared to female, because heart disease is having heart disease is our outcome variable. So see here again, see the another was the categorical variable. See, this is the ones I click in the probability, so this is the we are getting another one of the another column in the our data. So if you will do the mistake, similarly in your data many columns will be added. So better don't click on the probability. So see here now, suppose age and BMI, there are three other variables. So these were the continuous categorical variables. So I discussed, if it is a quantitative variable, then in the logistic, by using this option here, suppose we are using age, then put age, nothing required to do. See, in univariate analysis, always use inter method. Always use inter method. Inter means whatever we are putting in input, that same variable will display in the output. So this is the age, and here categorical, it will be in the left side only. You cannot put in the right side because it is a categorical side, and this is the quantitative variable, so it will be in the left side. continue, and save option, unclick here probability. So here okay, then continue, okay, and now we are getting, see here, odds ratio, unadjusted odds ratio for age is 1.14. It means when age are increasing 1 year, age is given here in year. So if age is increasing 1 year, chances of heart disease is increasing 14% than earlier, because age is given in year, then 1 year is increasing, एज इज इंक्रीजिंग 1 year, रिस्क इज इंक्रीजिंग 14%. अगर यही मंथ में दिया होता तो हम कहते इफ एज इज इंक्रीजिंग 1 month, then what will be increase in the risk that will show in the odds ratio, unadjusted odds ratio. So this is the B, means when we are using this option for univariate analysis, this is the best method. So this p value is exactly we have to write. We can write in our article or thesis also, but there is some shortcut method of the univariate analysis if we are using. But sometimes our univariate analysis that we are performing by this method, and chi-square test that we are going to discuss. Both p value is little bit different, so there is a variation, and if variation is coming between two p values, so this option, analyze regression binary logistic p value, is the final decision. This is the final p value. So because most of the time, if especially if sample size is small, both method are giving the different p value. And see, binary logistic working working by using Board statistics, chi-square by chi-statistics. Chi-square, that means if there are two methods, definitely both p value will be different little bit. But if there is a little bit variation, so we can take any one. But if there is a larger variation and that ultimately affecting our decision, so then we have to carefully follow this p value that we are getting in analyzed regression and binary logistic. Now see, another option, by using this option, very quickly we can screen the variable in univariate analysis. So see, heart disease, this is our dependent variable. These are the independent variable. Independent matlab possible predictors, are possible risk factor, are possible protective factors. Cause variable are so okay. So here analyze, descriptive, and cross type. Same option we are using that we are using in chi-square calculation. So here chi-square p value we have to adopt to ISA logistic regression p value. But if see, I will discuss analyze, descriptive, cross type, and see, this is the our these are the independent variable, these are the independent variable. So all the categorical variable we can put in row side. So this is not a please understand, it is a still chi-square is univariate analysis, because this method will work like this. First heart disease will test the association by gender, then heart disease by smoker, heart disease by alcohol, then heart disease by family history, heart disease by hypertension. So it means this variable and this variable, one by one variable will be tested. So don't confuse that here we are, because I have included all the variable in one time. Although we have included all the variable in one time, but this method is working one by one. It means this is the univariate analysis. So see here, statistics, click on the chi-square, then in the cell click row and column, both we can click row and column. Then okay, so statistics and cell, statistics click on chi-square, and cell you have to click row and column %. Continue, and then okay, and see here all the variables those are using in cross-type, they should be categorical. They should be qualitative or categorical nature. So after click here, so we are getting this option. See here, these are the variable: gender with heart disease, smoking with heart disease, alcohol with heart disease, family with heart disease. So like this, these are the variable were assessed. First, see, this is the heart disease is present in 48 cases. Heart disease, yes, means present in 48 persons, 52 are free from heart disease. See here, in the male, now come on the see in the male. Male have 66.7% possibility of the here. Out of 36 male, 24 have heart disease. Had heart disease, so it means prevalence 24 by 36, that is the 66.7%. Similarly, in female, out of 64, 24 had heart disease. So 24 by 64, that is 37.5%. Now see in the male, 66.7% had heart disease, whereas in female there was 37.5% had heart disease. And p value is 0.05. This is the chi-square p value 0.005. So see, this is the 0.005. This is the chi-square value, and if p value is significant, it means gender is significantly associated with heart disease. It means this variable is coming significant in univariate analysis. And you know that when we used this option, so this p value was 0.006, where p value was 0.006, and here p value is coming 0.005. Here p value is coming 0.005. It means there is a little bit variation, but see 0.005 or 0.006, it is not a very very much difference between two. So any p value we can take ultimately, because that is not affecting our ultimately outcome. But suppose in a situation where our p value is 0.048, so it means it is very close to 0.05. In that situation, we have to take p value that is getting from this option. Don't rely on the chi-square test, because multivariate analysis we are using by this option. So because multivariate is using by this option, so this option p value is better we have to report, because this method only know the its own p value. Okay, so see by this way here, see gender was found significant. It means gender is significantly associated. See here, smoking, it was coming insignificant. It means it is not associated with heart disease. मतलब univariate में it is insignificant. Now come on the alcohol habit. P value is 0.003. It means it is a statistically significant. मतलब alcohol is a possible predictor of the heart disease, possible independent predictor. Here it is a only matlab associated, but we can't say it is actually predictor, because the actual predictor we assess in multivariate analysis. So this is the associated variable. Alcohol associated with heart disease. See here, family history is associated with heart disease. P value is significant. Now come on the hypertension. It is a significant with heart disease. Now come on the type 2 diabetes. It is a significant with heart disease. And this is the physical activity. This is also significant in univariate analysis. And then obesity. Obesity is also significant in univariate analysis. So because here p value is 0.039, so better physical activity should be verified in लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन। तो अगर हम लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन में इसको वेरीफाई करें, ओबेसिटी, सो obesity when so we have to verify this variable here. So here this p value is 0.041. It means it is a significant, still significant. Okay, so by this way we have to identify the variable in univariate analysis by using chi-square test. But see, there are some variables, actually those are quantitative nature, like this is the quantitative nature. Means these variable we are unable to use in chi-square test. It means these variables should be tested. These variables should be tested through independent t-test. So here independent t-test, that is the also a univariate analysis. So in compare mean independent sample t-test. So this and here univariate analysis for these three variables can be tested as a univariate analysis in independent samples t-test. Now see, these are the variables age, BMI and HB. Although we are putting all three in one time, but don't confuse, still it is a univariate analysis, because here first heart disease present and absent group, age will be compared, then BMI will be compared, then HB, they will be work separately. Although we have put in one time, but they are working separately. So why these are the univariate analysis? So see here, after I click this, see here age, heart disease was present, see 48 cases, not present in 52 cases. 48 cases, mean age was 58, but those heart disease not present, these age were only 32.31 years. It means that there is a significant higher, there is a significant higher age in the heart patient, significant higher age in the heart patient as compared to normal person. Now come on the BMI. So BMI p value is this. First is BMI p value, and see here BMI in the heart disease person is 26 and normal person it was 23. So there is a 3 जो 3 kg per meter square, that is the BMI unit. So here 3 differences. It means BMI was significantly higher in the heart patient as compared to normal person. That difference was found to be statistically significant. Come on the hemoglobin level. So hemoglobin in heart patient it was 12.89. In the normal person it was 12.49. Very little difference. Although it is statistically insignificant, 0.076. Now p value, it is indicating that hemoglobin is not associated with heart disease. But see here, still we are close to get the significant level. So but because it is not significant, so ideally we have to not take this variable in the multivariate analysis. So now out of total variables, now we know out of total variables only hemoglobin and smoking, there are two variables, those are not coming significantly associated with heart disease. Rest other variable are significantly associated with heart disease. It means all other variable can be included in multivariate analysis to find out the final final independent predictors for the heart disease. So now we are going to discuss the multivariate analysis of the binary logistic regression analysis. So see here binary logistic regression analysis. Now see same option we have to use here. Same option that we use for univariate analysis, same option we have to use in multivariate analysis. See, analyze regression, binary logistic, and here This is the heart disease, all the variable. First we have to take all the variable. Then we know smoking was not significant in univariate analysis. It means smoking should be excluded from the uh, final variables. HB was hemoglobin was not significant. It means that that have been excluded from the multivariate analysis. So finally, these variable we are going to test in multivariate analysis. So these variable we are going to test in multivariate analysis. See here, when we these are the various options are coming: inter, forward, LR, word, conditional LR and word. See all the method, either we are using any method. मतलब all methods working style is different, but ultimately and their screening criteria is different, but in the most means any criteria we can follow, and ultimately by any method almost we are getting the similar result. So but according to popularity and comfortable for us, backward world, if multivariate analysis, first we have to start the backward method. Backward method is, means here how many variables we have included in multivariate analysis. One is gender, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we are including 9 variables. So if we will use backward method, backward world method, it means in the first model all 9 variable we have they will appear, and the next model 8 variables, then 7 variables, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So like this there will be one by one variable will be excluded from the model, and we have 8 to 9 option. We can take any model from them. So there is a no such rule which model we have to take finally, but it is the desirable because we want to get the significant independent predictor. So we have to select a such model in which all the variable are coming statistically significant. Then that model is most suitable model out of all the predicted मॉडल. सो हियर वी आर यूजिंग इंटर की जगह हमने जब बैकवर्ड वर्ल्ड यूज किया, बैकवर्ड वर्ल्ड एडवांटेज विद अदर मेथड, दिस मेथड exclude the variable by using p value, and p value is very popular, and this is the very everybody is familiar. So this method, if we are using backward world method, and see here, this is the first we have to go in categorical. All the categorical variable we have to put here, and quantitative variable will be in the left side. So this first we have to correctly we have to distribute the variable in terms of quantitative and qualitative variable. So quantitative and qualitative, so these are the categorical and qualitative variable, this is the quantitative variable. Now continue. Then option click 95% confidence interval. Hasmer-Lepso goodness of fit model. This option can also be used for goodness of fit the model, although its prediction is little bit weak, so hardly it is reliable. But yes, sometimes in the research article they ask the what was the goodness of the fit of your model. So then you have to write this result. So here, and see here, entry is 0.05 when we included the variable in the model. So our criteria was 0.05. It means कि a variable, those p value will be 0.05 or more will be excluded from the multivariate analysis. तो इसका मतलब multivariate में जब भी कोई किसी variable की p value will be greater or equal to 0.05, that variable will be excluded from the multivariate analysis. Okay, so this is then continue, and then okay, option, this was the option. Okay, then come on the okay. So when we click the OK option, to see here, this is the, see in the first model, We have used 8 or 9 variable. So see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9 variables that actually be included in multivariate analysis, all are presenting in the our multivariate analysis. So all variable are presenting. But see here, you have to see the p-value and adjusted odds ratio. This is the adjusted odds ratio, and say some odds ratio, adjusted odds ratio is coming in even million, many millions. So it means definitely there is just some problem is showing here. Why this type of result is coming? So this type of problem usually happening if within the independent variable there is a highly correlation, highly multicollinearity. That is the if multicollinearity matlab both by two variables, at least two variables are very highly correlated to each other. So here it means one rule is in the regression analysis, each of the independent variables should be significant with individually with dependent variable, but within the independent variable no variables should be significant to each other. तो मतलब within the independent variable they should be statistically insignificant within the independent variable. So same method is doing by this also. So अभी हम उससे confusion होगा इसलिए हम उस पे ज्यादा discuss नहीं करते हैं. But see here this problem, now we have to go variable, we have to go here, see score in the model. So this is the one is coming, see, yeah, variable not in the equation. You have to see this, you have to see this variables not in the equation. See here, gender score is 7.85, alcohol 8.5, family history 14, hypertension 12, type 2 diabetes is 12. And अब यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना है, if any two variable score are closer to each other, if two variables score are closer to each other, then out of these two variables one variable must be excluded from the model, must be excluded. So here fortunately 12.88, 12.88, this is the exact value is coming, there is exact value is coming between two, matlab both are equally strong predictors for the strong predictor for the heart disease. It means because we have to, out of these two variables, one variable we have to exclude from the model. Then we have to again run the model and see this decision we have to take. We have to take whether we have to take, we have to exclude hypertension or we have to exclude diabetes. दोनों variable में which variable will be excluded from the model, that we have to take the decision as per our clinical experience and desiredness. So sometimes someone may interested to include hypertension in your model, someone interested in type 2 diabetes in the model. So anything you can take, out of two variables, one variable you have to exclude from the model, then ultimately you will get the actual model. Because अगर इन दोनों में से दोनों एक साथ रहेंगे तो it means both is just like it means कि okay, so this is the basically both are the problematic. So if in a family there are two persons are very problematic, so one should be shift to another place. So like the situation type 2 diabetes and hypertension, because if patient if hypertensive usually getting the diabetes, yeah, usually all most of the diabetic person are hypertensive also. So this is the highly correlation between diabetes and hypertension. So one variable will be excluded from the model. And if we will exclude at least out of these two variables, if one will be excluded from the model, then what we will get the result. See here, suppose we are excluding the hypertension and diabetes. From your side, I want you can select anyone, whether you want to exclude hypertension or diabetes. suppose we want to exclude hypertension. Mm, I uh, I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose I excluded hypertension, then click OK. Click OK and see here. After excluding the hypertension, we are getting this model. See, because one variable was highly correlated with diabetes and entire model was collapsed. So this is the region. This is the region. Means see, we should not highly depend on software. Something we have also know how to decide the which variable to be excluded from the model. So by this, if two variables are highly correlated to each other, so we have to look the score. And if two variables score are closer to each other, even closer, not exactly equal, even they are closer, both values are closer to each other, then we can also decide to include one variable. And in the result section or material method section, we have to mention that because type 2 diabetes and hypertension that was highly correlated to each other. And see, here we can get a correlation. And see here, hypertension and diabetes. So hypertension and diabetes both are highly correlated. We can get here also type 2 diabetes this and statistically chi-square. Then okay, see this p value is 0.005. So because here also significant, this p value is significant. And नियम यही है कि दो variables like both are independent, so better one variable should be excluded from the model. So हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि अगर हम one by one करेंगे तो all the variable will be excluded from the model. So better, this is the just way to show you what is the multicollinearity. So multicollinearity means होता है कि if one variable is associated with significantly associated with more than one or more than one variable, so that is the called. So it means अगर हम hypertension देखें तो it is not only correlated with diabetes, this is the correlated with many other variable also. So why this type of problem is happening? But first we have to take the decision. First we have to take the decision by using score. तो स्कोर के बेस पे फर्स्ट वी हैव टू टेक द डिसीजन. तो ये देखिए इन द फर्स्ट मॉडल जेंडर, अल्कोहल, फैमिली हिस्ट्री, टाइप 2 डायबिटीज, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी, ओबेसिटी, एज एंड बीएमआई. So see all the variables are presenting here, but see 1 2 3 4 5 6 out of 8 variables, remaining 8 variables, only age and BMI is coming significant, rest are not coming significant. इसका मतलब हो गया कि हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि अल्कोहल इज ए आवर प्रेडिक्टर बिकॉज इट इज नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट. तो नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट मतलब हो गया अल्कोहल हैबिट पी वैल्यू इज 0.223. इसका मतलब लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस ऑफ अल्कोहल हैबिट इज एनीवन प्लीज. अगर हमारा पी वैल्यू इज 0.223, तो व्हाट विल बी लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस ऑफ द अल्कोहल हैबिट इन दिस रिजल्ट? See, p value is 0.223. 1 minus 0.223, that is around 0.78 around. So it means level of confidence is 78%. And see here age, p value is 0.001. इसका मतलब level of confidence is 99.9%. BMI p value is 0.001. It means level of confidence is 99.1%. And see here gender, p value is 0.987. What will be level of confidence for gender? That will be 1.3%. It means gender के लिए our level of confidence is only 1.3%. Only 1.3%, and we need at least 95% confidence interval. इसका मतलब पी वैल्यू को आप इस तरह से समझ लो, पी वैल्यू इज इनसिग्निफिकेंट, इट मींस we are not achieving the 95% confidence interval. Okay, see here, अब out of these variables, highest p value is for which variable? Highest p value is reporting, highest p value is reporting for which variable? अगर कोई बोलेगा तब हम समझेंगे कोई सुन भी रहा है ना. Anyone? For which variable we are getting highest p value?
age.
Yeah, मतलब okay, so highly significant is age, but high p yeah, हम my sense was different. So highest p value is reported, मतलब highest quantity of the p value is 0.987. So this is the मतलब highest, higher p value, higher quantity of the p value is worst, and low quantity of the p value is good. So it means yes, सबसे highly significant p value was reported for age, and highest मतलब worst p value was reported for gender. So see, gender has worst p value. So why in the second model you can see that there is a no gender is included here, except gender, all variable are showing in this model. In the second model, alcohol habit, family history, type 2 diabetes, physical activity, obesity, age and BMI, no gender is showing. तो इसका मतलब इन 9 वेरिएबल में से अल्टीमेटली gender was excluded, and then 8 variable were again run in the model. So again run in the model, so their model is coming, these are the variables, and see out of these variable highest p value is for obesity 0.679, highest quantity of the p value of the obesity is 0.679. तो it means this variable is excluded from the model 3. यहाँ पे आप देखिए no obesity is reported. So alcohol habit this, and then in these are these 2 to 4 6. So out of these 6 variable, highest p value is family history. So in the next model, model 4, family history is excluded, and in the step 4 या model 4, highest p value is alcohol habit. After excluding alcohol habit, then we are getting type 2 diabetes, physical activity, age and BMI. See, all are coming significant, all are coming significant. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि here we can say that there is a, out of all the possible variables included in the multivariate analysis, there are 4 variables. Those were identified as a significant independent predictors of the heart disease. Significant independent predictors. Now type 2 diabetes, physical activity, age and BMI, these are the significant independent predictors of the heart disease. Now see, type 2 diabetes, ARTS ratio, this is the adjusted ARTS ratio. See, this is the adjusted ARTS ratio. Step 5, you have to look the model 5. So here in the model 5, p value is 0.0545, adjusted ARTS ratio is 3.856. See here, type 2 diabetes, this adjusted ARTS ratio was calculated after adjusting the effect of physical activity, age and BMI. इन तीनों का इफेक्ट इंक्लूड करने के बाद this variable was calculated. So see here, type 2 diabetes, it means a person with type 2 diabetes have had 3.856 times chances to having heart disease as compared to the person those are non-diabetic, and this result was statistically significant after adjusting the effect of physical activity, age and BMI. अब physical activity पे आप देखिए p value significant and adjusted ARTS ratio is coming 0.211. Adjusted ARTS ratio is 0.211. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Physical activity is working as a risk factor or protective factors. हियर फिजिकल एक्टिविटी प्रोटेक्शन शो कर रहा है या रिस्क फैक्टर? फिजिकल एक्टिविटी बिकॉज एडजस्टेड आर्ट्स रेशियो इज कमिंग 0.211, तो बिकॉज दिस इज द, अगर हम बोले कि I have 0.2 times chances as compared to next person, so it means 0.2 times chances. इसका मतलब I have less than 0.8 times chances because next person have 1 chances. So here physical activity, इसका मतलब हो गया a person, those are doing physical activity, they have 0.8, around 0.8 time less chances to having heart disease as compared to the person those are not doing physical activity. या physical active person have around 79% less chances to having heart disease as compared to physical inactive person. अगर हम इसी को ऐसे भी बोले कि 0.211 1 बाई दिस करें 1 बाई 0.21, तो इट इज कमिंग अराउंड 4.7, तो इसका मतलब 1 बाई 0.21, तो अराउंड 4.8, तो इट मीन्स कि ये पर्सन व्हिच इज फिजिकल इनएक्टिव हैव 4.8 times chances to having heart disease as compared to physical active person. So this is the lower limit, and see here lower limit and upper limit, one is not included, it means p value is significant. Here similarly age adjusted RC ratio is 1.110. It means when age is increasing 1 year, risk of heart disease is increasing 10.1% as compared to earlier. BMI is increasing 1 unit, risk of heart disease is increasing 46.4% than earlier. Okay, so by this way, and see out of these 4 variables, type 2 diabetes, age and BMI, these variables are working as a risk factor, whereas physical activity working as a protective factor. It means कि doing a physical activity work as a protective factor, so it is showing the protection. Okay, अगर हमें अब यहाँ पे हम बताना चाह रहे थे, अगर हम physical activity, here I have given code 1, inactive given code 2, अगर हम just opposite कर दे physical inactivity by code 1, physical activity by code 2, then physical inactivity will be here, and then all the result will be in same direction, matlab all variable will show as a risk factor. So this type of planning we have to do at the time of data entry in the SPSS or whatever software we are going to use. So this is the backward walled method when we are using, and most of the time backward walled is sufficient for us to getting the model. Another is good model is here same model is forward LR. So when we are using forward LR, that is also working based on p value. And see when we are using forward LR, so see here, this is the just it is showing opposite side. Initially out of 4 variables, out of 9 variables, software first given the 4 variables. See here type 2 diabetes, physical activity, age and BMI. अगर बाई चांस आप सोचते हो कि नहीं हमें 4 वेरिएबल नहीं, वी नीड ओनली 3 वेरिएबल, तो इट इज गिविंग अस अपॉर्चुनिटी टू 3 वेरिएबल्स, physical activity, age and BMI. This is the most strongest 3 predictors. This is the most strongest 4 predictors. And age and BMI, this is the most strongest 2 predictors. And the last variable is, see, this is not a multivariate analysis. Last variable, it is still univariate analysis. So last variable is univariate analysis. Don't confuse. So it means for multivariate analysis, we have 3 models here. First model, second model, and third model. And definitely, if p value is significant, that model we are able to take as a, we can select as a final model for our analysis. Okay, for our result. Okay, so this is the way to identify the final predictors of the final independent predictors in our outcome variable. So this is the up now see. Okay, so now I am going to discuss this is the logistic regression, and see here, this is the adjusted odds ratio. This is the adjusted odds ratio. This is the p value. This is the lower limit, and that is the upper limit of the model. And here one thing also coming, like yeah, overall classification table. So classification table. What selected classification table. So here is 4852 r square is yeah, model something Hasman-Lemso test. Okay, so Hasman-Lemso test, see here, this is the first model, second model, third model, fourth model, fifth model. So this model was by see here again, see this is the 5 model is coming variable in the equation. 5 model is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the for these 5 models. See here, model accuracy is showing. So here p value is statistically insignificant. First model p value is statistically insignificant. Second model insignificant. Third is insignificant. 4 insignificant. 5 insignificant. And see here, if p value is statistically insignificant, this is the good for us. This is the good for us, meaning because software first calculate the object value and then predicted value. मतलब object and expected value, if both are statistically same, then p value is coming statistically insignificant. अगर हमारा this Hasman-Lemso goodness of fit p value is insignificant, इसका मतलब कह सकते हो model goodness of fit is achieved. So it means कि all 5 models, here all 5 models are showing the goodness of fit. हम any model ले लेते हैं goodness of fit के accordingly, all are showing the goodness of fit irrespective of the significant level. तो हम पहला है goodness of fit, second is significant level. तो हमें for the medical we have to take the model according to significant level, not the गुडनेस ऑफ फिट एज पर गुडनेस ऑफ फिट. तो हमें पहले सिग्निफिकेंट वेरिएबल सर्च करना. मॉडल भी सिग्निफिकेंट वेरिएबल, इफ वेरिएबल all the variable in the final model are significant, that we achieved, irrespective of model is fitting or not fitting. Okay, so this is the way we have to perform the multivariate analysis. The last point that we are going to discuss, that is the effect of the sample size and test of significance. And see, this 10 minutes within I will finish 5 to 10 minutes. And see, this is the very important. And by just looking this, you will understand p value is not very much important for us. In every situation, we have no need for significant p value, and suppose in your result p value is statistically significant, you have not worry. You have no need to worry in your study, in your result. There is just some alternative method. By using that method, you can manage your interpretation and explanation of your finding. See here, and suppose this is the physical activity and hemoglobin and physical activity. We want to test the association. हम ऐसा भी combination देख रहे हैं where our result is statistically significant, so that I can discuss what I want to show. So see here, analyze, compare mean, independent sample teachers. Suppose here, चलो हम हार्ड डिजिट प्रेजेंट और एब्सेंट हमने ले लिया, हार्ड डिजिट प्रेजेंट एंड एब्सेंट हमने लिया, एंड दिस इज द हीमोग्लोबिन. When we perform the independent teachers, CP value is 0.076. Our result is coming statistically insignificant. मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर हमारे पास हार्ट डिजीज वाले 48% है, नॉन हार्ट डिजीज पर्सन आर 52. फर्स्ट ग्रुप hemoglobin is 12.89 and other is 12.49, but difference was not statistically significant. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? अब हम through this example I want to show importance of the calculation of the sample size, why we need to calculate sample size, as well as how to manage the result if our result is statistically insignificant. See here, and here our difference between this mean and this mean is 0.40, because 12.89 minus 12.49, तो our difference is 0.40. इसका मतलब दोनों hemoglobin में difference is 0.40 and result is statistically insignificant. इसका मतलब कि हम when we have taken 100 sample size with 48 heart disease, 52 non-heart disease, so our result is statistically significant. It means sample size was not sufficient for us. इसका मतलब हमें sample size अगर कुछ और लिया होता तो same difference can be get statistically significant. अब यहाँ पे आप देखिए कि see here, अब हम फिजिकल एक्टिविटी को यहाँ रख देते हैं साथ में, तो हीमोग्लोबिन एंड फिजिकल एक्टिविटी. ओके, and here when we perform, see again, see independent sample teachers as we this, so we got the this result 12.89 and p value is 0.076. again see when we are increasing the sample size, अगर हम यही same result, अगर हम यही same result 2 times we can put this 2 times, अगर यही हम 2 times put कर दिया, तो you have to see here, it means our mean difference will not change the between heart disease and normal person. मतलब hemoglobin का level तो वही होगा, because we have put the 2 times the data, but CP value will be statistically significant because we increase the sample size. See here again, compare mean independent sample teachers. This is the HB heart disease. See here, मतलब although software auto detected, continue and then okay, and see here 12.89 12.49, difference is same, but 12 okay, EHB and physical activity. Okay, so sorry, हमने यहाँ पे okay, this is the heart disease, we have to put the heart disease. See here, so this is the heart disease variable we have to put here. This is the heart disease variable. So here hemoglobin and heart disease, and when hemoglobin and heart disease, when we are putting the variable, मतलब only we have only 100 sample size, हमारे पास when we have only 100 sample size, so it means analyze, compare mean, independent sample teachers HB and heart disease 1 and 0, continue and then okay, and see here 12.89 12.49, p value is 0.076. this is the, and see when we increasing the sample size, अगर हम increase करते हैं sample size, तो it means suppose see here HB and this, अगर हम इसी को 2 times यहाँ पेस्ट कर दें, then it means sample size increase 2 times, then analyze, compare mean, independent sample teachers, this is the HB heart disease, okay, and see here this is the same difference we are detecting, but p value become statistically significant. Same difference we are detecting 12.89 12.49 and difference is statistically 0.011, इसका मतलब p value become significant, and earlier it was 12.8949 same, but here p value was 0.076. and see again, if we can put one time more, one time we can put more, then here, see here. And then what happening here, independent sample teachers, then okay, and see here our p value is 0.002, earlier 0.011, now it become 0.002. if we can increase more sample size again, मतलब same 2 times थोड़ा और कर दे, then compare mean independent sample teachers and our p value is 0.00, मतलब difference is same, but our p value is changing because we have more sample size. So if we are increasing the sample size, difference is same, but our p value is changing. It means we have to remember that if p value is not coming significant, we should not worry. Why? In the statistics we have one another term that is called effect size. So in that situation, if our result is not coming significant, so simultaneously with the p value, you need to report the effect size. Like here, mean value is 12.89, another is 12.49. This is the difference between two. And see here, so that difference is 0.4. Here mean difference is 0.4. अब now standard deviation is coming. तो स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन, अब अगर यूजुअली क्या होता है, 48 इंटू दिस स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन प्लस 52 इंटू दिस स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन, जो भी आएगा उसको 48 प्लस 52 से डिवाइड कर देंगे. बट एनीवे ओवरऑल वी कैन गेट, दोनों का एवरेज ले लो, 0.99 और 1.23 का अगर हम एवरेज ले तो आवर वैल्यू विल बी 2.23, अराउंड 1.1. our average standard deviation will be 1.1. This is called pooled SD or average SD. तो pooled SD मतलब almost close to average SD. So here अगर हम pooled SD का फार्मूला होता है N1 S1 plus N2 S2 divided by N1 plus N2, where N1 N2 is the sample size, S1 S2 is the standard deviation. Okay, so here हम देखें कि average SD is 1.1, मतलब दोनों का SD का एवरेज ले लो तो 1.1 होगा, एंड डिफरेंस इज 0.4. तो अगर इफेक्ट साइज का फार्मूला होता है, इफेक्ट साइज फार्मूला इज मीन डिफरेंस डिवाइडेड बाय पूल्ड एसटी या एवरेज स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, जो भी आप लो. तो अगर मीन डिफरेंस इज 0.4, पूल्ड एसटी इज 1.1, तो आवर इट मींस आवर जो है इफेक्ट साइज 0.36, यहाँ पे इफेक्ट साइज आ रही है 0.36, and C 0.36 is called medium effect size. तो इसका मतलब आप बता सकते हो कि we are getting the medium effect size difference between two groups, although statistically difference was not observed due to the small sample size. अब देखिए यहीं पे अगर हम शुरू में सैंपल साइज निकाल लिए होते तो हमारा ये रिजल्ट यहाँ पे इस कंडीशन में हमें हम ना फंसते कि हमारा रिजल्ट इनसिग्निफिकेंट आता. तो हम सैंपल साइज वाला आपको बताते हैं कि यहाँ पे हाउ टू जस्टिफाई दिस बाय द सैंपल साइज. एंड सी हियर, सी दिस इज द मेथड, एंड सी हियर if mean difference, तो mean difference is 12.89. तो here test mean and two independent groups, one here 2, and determine, and see first group mean is 12.89, another group is 12.49, first group SD is 0.99 and another group SD is 1.24. So by putting this effect size is 0.35, जो हमने अभी कैलकुलेट किया था 0.35, and for this effect size we need sample size, minimum sample size is required in each group is 125. इसका मतलब अगर हम दोनों ग्रुप में 125 sample size होगी तो we can ensure that our result will be statistically significant. तो see this p value 125 अगर हम शुरू से टारगेट बना ले कि हमारा सैंपल साइज heart disease person will be 125 and non heart disease person will be 125, तो ये हम इंश्योर कर सकते हैं कि इन आवर स्टडी में पावर विल बी 80% and level of confidence will be 95%. See here, हम जो रिजल्ट सिग्निफिकेंट आ रहा है, तो रिजल्ट सिग्निफिकेंट के लिए तो हमें 125 सैंपल साइज नहीं चाहिए, उसके लिए और भी कम चाहिए होती है, बट हम साइमल्टेनियसली वी नीड ensure the 80% power also in our study. So then we need to include at least 125 सैंपल साइज इन ईच ऑफ द टू ग्रुप्स. हम इसलिए बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि आप 48 जिसका हमने 2 टाइम्स किया तो मतलब 98 104 पे इट बिकम सिग्निफिकेंट, तो इसका मतलब p वैल्यू तो we achieve the significant, but we can't say our power is still, we are not getting sufficient power in this here, although we are here we are getting p value significant, but still our power is less than 80%, and so we need to at least 125 sample size each of the two groups so that we can get the at least 80% power and 95% confidence level. So this is the importance of the estimation of the sample size. Why before planning of the study we need to estimate the sample size. We need to estimate the sample size in our study.